been nearly 2 weeks since Election Day, and we're still waiting for the official results from the Ohio's 9th congressional district race. We're getting a better idea of when the results could be in and whether there could be a recount. Plus, a break-in at an animal shelter, what was taken, and if police have a suspect.
We have an alert day out there as we see the first snowflakes of this season arriving as we go toward the middle to end of next week. It is a major pattern shift that will send us toward much cooler conditions. You're going to see that in my full 10-day forecast coming up. Kaylee, back over to you.
Welcome into WTOL 11 News on Plus. I'm Kaylee Marantat. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. Let's take a look at your top stories. A man is accused tonight of breaking into Lucas County Canine Care and Control to steal dogs. According to court records, 43-year-old Maurice Carter broke out a window at the facility. Once he was inside, he apparently took 4 dogs. He was arrested and charged and is due in court Monday. LC4 released this photo of the missing dog. Her name is Lola. She is black and tan, a German Shepherd with medium-length hair. 3 of the other dogs were recovered. If you see Lola, call LC4 at 419-213-2800. If the facility is closed, you can call Toledo Police on the non-emergency line. A man who is facing charges in a double shooting is now being charged with attempted murder in a separate incident. According to Lucas County court records, a grand jury indicted Ethan Smith on several charges, including attempted murder and felonious assault. The incident took place in June of this year. We're still working to gather more information about this recent incident. Now, Smith is already facing charges in a different shooting that left 2 people injured. This happened in September. He's accused of shooting a 2-year-old in the head and a 20-year-old man in the leg. This happened on McCow Drive in the Scott Park neighborhood. The city of Toledo is working to figure out just how much shootings cost the city. The National Institute for Criminal Justice Reform will review the expenses tied to every shooting. Toledo has averaged around 60 deadly shootings and 276 non-fatal shootings each year for the past 3 years. At this rate, each year of shootings will ultimately cost taxpayers millions of dollars. The criminal justice reform shows that a 20% reduction in shootings could save millions for taxpayers.
The cost for Toledo's homicide or a fatal shooting is almost $900,000, while a non-fatal shooting costs close to $600,000. Of both costs, I would say incarceration makes up a significant portion of it.
City leaders say they are actively looking for ways to decrease gun violence. Toledo police officials say they have seen a drop in violent crime this past year. The city of Toledo is looking to spend more than $365 million in next year's budget. 64% of that 2025 budget focuses on public safety. That includes a new police class of 30 officers and a new fire class of 20 firefighters. The budget submitted by Toledo's mayor includes grant money awarded within the past 2 years on a number of projects. Those include the completion of the Wayman Palmer YMCA and the Savage Park Splash Pad. Mayor Wade Kapsakavage says this budget will leave $60 million in the city's rainy day fund by the end of next year. Republicans have gained control of the House of Representatives, but there are still some races that haven't been called. That includes Ohio's 9th congressional district, the race between incumbent Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur and State Representative Derek Marin. This race is extremely close. Megan Hartnett breaks down ballot updates from today.
Despite the election being more than a week ago, there are still ballots for boards of elections to be counting. Each board of elections has to go through any provisional ballots and outstanding absentee ballots. We reached out to each board of elections in the 9th congressional district, and there are at least 8,000 provisional and outstanding absentee ballots among the 8 counties. The Lucas County Board of Elections is conducting its adjudication process today, looking through different provisional ballots, determining whether to accept or reject the ballots. Some ballots at the meeting had invalid birthdays, or some people voted at the wrong precinct. The 4 board members reviewed each ballot one by one and chose whether the vote counted toward the official results. Once each of the county's Board of Elections has gone through the provisional and outstanding absentee ballots, they have a final certification meeting. This will become the official results for each county. Fulton County will certify results on Monday, Erie and Williams County on Tuesday, and Lucas, Sandusky, and Ottawa County will certify results on Wednesday. On Wednesday, there will be a better idea of which candidate will win. Every vote always counts in an election, but in a race this close, just a few hundred votes could make a difference. On the 20th, if the results are within 0.5%, there will automatically be a recount in this race, which will be handled by the Secretary of State's office. After Defiance County officially certified all results, Congresswoman Capter has a lead of 1,069 votes over State Representative Marin. Before, she had a lead of 1,193.
In the Glass City, there's a push to help keep an iconic church standing. The Lucas County Land Bank asked Toledo City Council for more than $900,000 this week. The money would be used to renovate it. The church has been around for 142 years, and people living nearby say it holds history they can't afford to lose.
To show the value of these beautiful buildings that will never, ever be built again. No one will ever build a church like this.
We're told at next week's City Council meeting there will be more discussions about the future of the church. The holiday season can be especially tough for kids in foster care, kids like Bianca Benedetto. Now she's using her story to make a difference for kids. Kaylee Kirby shares Bianca's story.
To see Bianca Benedetto work is to see her passion. Service with a smile, surrounded by holiday decor. But it's a time of bittersweet memories for Bianca, who grew up in foster care.
It's hard. Not having anyone there, not waking up with anything. I had parents that didn't care. And being in foster care, you feel like you're pushed to the side, that you have no one.
Bianca was placed with her grandmother at the age of 4. She says she moved in and out of foster care until age 15. But even in those challenging years, there are moments that stand out, like seeing those toys under the tree on Christmas morning.
It's like a warmth. You feel this warmth in your heart, and you have hope, and you're reminded that there are people out there that care, even if it is a local church or your community or a local foster care agency or your foster parents. It's a warmth. It's the feeling of being cared for and loved, and that's the best way I could describe it.
She says that warmth grew in her heart and lit a spark of hope she's determined to pass on.
And I want every child out there that is in foster care to know that there's someone out there willing to help them, and they have a community rallying behind them.
Bianca convinced her employer, Marco's Pizza, to team up with Lucas County Children's Services. 7 locations and the support center will take donations as part of the Gift of Joy toy drive. Her goal is simple: to make sure children in foster care wake up with hope this holiday season, from one family to another.
We're trying to involve the community in the biggest way possible, trying to let them know what we're doing for the community, because they are our family, and how we can impact the children of the community as well. We're trying to get that message across, that we can be there for the kids and we can make an impact.
Kevin Milliken with Lucas County Children's Services says it's people in our community, like Bianca, that truly make a difference.
Bianca sharing her story like this solidifies what can happen when we all take the time to get to know them, treat them to the best childhood we can, to give them that leg up to have a chance in life. All kids deserve that.
For Bianca, this mission goes beyond toys. It's a personal promise to help foster children know that our community cares. She remembers how it felt to hear voices of doubt growing up, but her journey is proof of resilience, a story she's now passing down to her own children.
My personal journey, I was in and out of foster care my whole life. I was always told that I wouldn't make it. I couldn't do it. I'm happy with my success. It was hard work, and it's hard pushing through it alone, but I've never been happier. I have 2 amazing children that look up to me and that are proud of me, and I don't shy away from telling them my story. And 'cause I want them to grow up and realize that they can do anything they put their minds to.
It's a message to the community that foster kids should never be stigmatized. Look at what she's done. She's a district manager for Marco's Pizza, a couple of kids of her own, thriving in life. If we give these kids as happy and healthy and normal a childhood as we can, their future, the stars and the sky are the limit. She's proof of that.
Bianca hopes through her efforts, kids in foster care will wake up with a joyful morning, one with hope, support, and the feeling that they're not alone.
And that's Marco's, and that's me, and that's this whole town and community, that we're here for them, and that we will do everything in our power to make sure that they wake up with something on Christmas morning.
Bianca's passion is contagious, and her employees are eager to get involved this year. Kaylee Kirby, WTOL 11.
Well, if you'd like to help bring joy to a foster child this season, visit participating Marco's Pizza locations to donate. Each new toy is worth a free cheesy bread, just to thank you for your generosity. You can find a list of locations and all the information on supporting kids in foster care through the Gift of Joy toy drive on our website. Don't forget, we are kicking off the Lights Before Christmas season live right here on WTOL 11 next Friday. Coverage starts at 5 p.m. leading up to the tree lighting. The Lights Before Christmas runs until December 31st and will feature more than 1 million lights, the big tree, and more than 200 illuminated animal images. Head over to WTOL.com for more information on how to get your ticket. Chris, sounds like it might be a little wet for the kickoff.
Yeah, Kaylee, are you in the holiday spirit yet, though? Because if you're not, the snowflakes that we're expecting by this time next week may get you there. It is going to be a sign of a major pattern shift. Now, at this point, we've gone ahead and said, you know what? We've got an alert day out there for Thursday of next week just to highlight that pattern change that will bring a chilly breeze, rain, snow mix to the area, and our first snowflakes of the season. So what to expect for this weekend? I'm going to urge you, be out there to enjoy it. Soak this up. 53 degrees on Saturday. Clouds in the morning will break for some afternoon sunshine. Overall, though, it may be a mostly cloudy day. We're back closer to 60 on Sunday. Mixed clouds and sunshine. A mild and dry end of the weekend. And here's an idea. Can you get out there, get on the ladder, maybe clean the gutters out of the leaves and hang those holiday and Christmas lights? You're going to want to do it this weekend because next weekend, I can promise you, it's going to be so much colder and it may last well through Thanksgiving and even into early December. So if you want to get a jump on things, these could be some of the warmer days we have left this weekend. 53 Saturday, 60 Sunday, even into early next week, Monday and Tuesday. We'll likely stay mild, upper 50s Monday, back into the 60s on Tuesday. Here's how it's going to change, though. In my hour-by-hour forecast, it's going to slingshot an area of low pressure. This is a really strong system. Strong cold front, and look at the winds that are going to be whipping around this area of low pressure. This is Tuesday afternoon and into Tuesday evening, our first chance of rain that works into the area. Now, initially, we're not going to get a surge of cold air quite yet. That is going to be sometime Wednesday into Thursday, and this system really just stalls out and wraps up upon itself as it gets into Thursday. That's why we've highlighted this as an alert day. And here we are, Thursday. This is in the morning hours. Rain, snow mix across the area. Winds will be whipping. It is going to be a raw, wet feeling day with wind gusts that could reach over 40 miles per hour. I know it's still quite a ways away. It's late next week, but we want to get you out there to plan ahead for this one. Here's how it may impact you. Thursday, a taste of some wintry weather. Rain snow mix is what the impact is going to be. Now, we're not anticipating any accumulation as far as snow, but still to get some snowflakes that will be falling will remind us what time of season we are in. Get a check right now. Do you have the winter coats ready to go? Have the kids grown out of them yet this year? Do you have to get them a new coat? Do you know where your coat is as well? So heads up to that. It is going to be a much cooler outlook in our 10-day forecast. Let's take you through it. This weekend is nice and dry. 53 on